Hi guys, I wanted to come on with, I wanted to change the baby that I showed in a shout out, and I kept calling him the Make Sculpt, and he isn't, but I'm going to share my Make Sculpt baby, and we're going to do a quick change and style his hair. And you can hear the foghorn going off. Means it's 10 of 9. I live close proximity to the fire station, and 10 at 9 in the morning and 10 at 9 at night it goes off because we have a citywide curfew. So on to the baby, because I haven't been doing many baby shares, and I want to start doing some more baby shares and sharing more of my collection, things like that. So he has crazy hat hair. I just changed his onesie. He has a vintage diaper on, Mickey. It's the crinkly plastic covering that my older sons had. So it was like 20 something years ago. They had those type of diapers before they went to the more papery feel. So this just came out of the dryer, and it smells just like the Drift. I actually have them in a sachet. And I did get a new microphone because my kitty tried to chew up my other one. But you don't need that many. The Drift, it's kind of like the Unstoppables, but it's the Drift kind. And I put it in a little sachet, and I like to hang them on my lamps. So when my lamps are on, it warms them up, and it makes it smell so nice. I have them all over my nursery. I have that one on my lamp in my room. I just made that one tonight. So we have a new little outfit we're going to put on him. So we just changed his onesie. And it is this cute little sleeper that I got from Target haul, I believe. And it says Dad's Little Buddy, and it's got all these little porcupines and moons and stars and panda bears and rhinos and this little gray stripe trim. So, and this is just 1U newborn. I still haven't looked up what sculpt he is. I know he is one of the Reborns. I don't know if he's Owen Awake. I don't know. I can't remember now. So we're going to put him in the sleeper, and then we're going to style his hair, and then we're going to show you his brother, which is the Make Sculpt that I kept getting him confused with. Now, if I was dressing a real baby, I would not do it this way, but this is my quick way to dress Reborns. And I'm trying to, where the camera's angled, I'm leaning forward, so it's, I'm sitting Indian style on the bed. So it's not exactly a comfortable dressing position. Oh, you got extra thread on it. So I do it that way so you don't have to unsnap the whole sleeper. But a real baby, you would lay the item out and then lay the baby on it and then dress the baby. So with this one, we can actually flip these over as little mitts, which is a cute option. Almost like the sack sleepers. So now we're going to work on this little guy's hair, which has got crazy hat hair going on. So I have a new brush and comb, the newbie style. I do have the other wet brand brush for the babies, but I use that on my light hair babies, so I try not to use the same brush on light hair and dark hair babies. But I do like this Honest Detangling Conditioning. It's sweet orange vanilla, but it's very light and it's nice. And it seems like it's very delicate on the mohair. So you do a few spritzes on his hair because his hair is so thick. And if you have fine hair, you can just spritz your brush itself. Okay, Mom, you're getting it on me. That's not good. So if their hair is really thick, and I like that this is dense, so it'll work. But if their hair is really thick, I'll show you a secret trick. How to do their hair without pulling it out. To untangle it if it's really thick and you've had a hat on, is I use the Wet brand for the adults because it is a firm brush. I use these on my Masterpiece doll wigs as well, and you can see how much easier this is, just going through his hair just to, let's spin you around, buddy, just to detangle it, to make sure there's no, we need a little more spray here, no knots or anything, snarls from, you know, matting or anything from having the hat on. So I do that quickly because if you went to use this comb, you would most likely, I mean, this is a more denser, heavier comb, so this would probably be fine. But if you use a thinner comb, you might pull out your mohair. So now we make sure there's no tangles. We can easily brush his hair and do a little flippy little ducky tail. I like to do sometimes with the boys in the back. And let's see, tip up just a little bit. There we go. So right here on their crown, I comb it all down first. Comb his sides down. And you can do it all over to one side, and then kind of go down to make it look like a little old man, like a regular boy's haircut. And then what I like to do is I make a, after I've got that styled, I make a little spiff like in the back here. And what you do is you stick your finger there, brush it over your finger. So this is going to make that like 1960s, 1950s little curl, and then you can even define it down more with your hand. So then you have the little piffity-doo little spiff. So it already looks so much better. And if you have your Reborns around, and sometimes you'll see that they get like light dusting in their eyes, I will take the corner of a wet Q-tip, a damp Q-tip, and go over it. If it's dry, I have white bristled brushes. I started this when I first got Reborns, and I have little ones that'll go up their nose and all these little crevices, and I get white bristled, and you make sure they're cleaned, and that way you don't have any cast off dust coming from the brushes. And I will go gently into his eyes and things like that to get any kind of dusting. Or like I said, you can dampen a Q-tip and do it. Because sometimes I will notice when they're on cam that it... So we have a little pacifier here for him. It's little bumblebees. We actually got this as a giveaway prize. It was in that little pouch that I showed you. It's a Nook little bumblebees. And then we have this style here. We got both these from A&A Reborns. She had a Aiden's birthday giveaway, I believe it was, her Reborn. But this one doesn't match his, and this Nook does his face because of his chin and his cheeks. This Nook works so much better. So I'll show you him now, and he's looking so much cuter, and his hair is all styled, and then you can pose them in photos with their hands up or whatever you want. But we're going to show you his brother, which is the Make Scope. Oh my goodness, I just knocked over the whole tripod. Sorry, I went to move my knee. I have really bad knees, and having my knee bent like that, believe me, in the evening I have, sorry, I have ice packs, literally jelly ice packs, wrapped in like the cotton Carter's nursery blankets. Oops, I almost powered off the phone. And have them on my knees because the ice pack, gel pack will help them. I am overdue for my steroid shots in my knees. My knees are so bad. And now I just loosened up the phone. Okay, stay. Sorry about that. So, I will show you. I'm going to scoot you over just a little bit. Are we losing? Maybe I should have propped him a little more. We will show his brother, which is the Make Sculpt, and why I got them confused. Because they do look somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. There we go. So he has this cute little elephant outfit on. For some reason in the I was shadowing, it looked like he had a black eye. But he has these really, so if you look in the lighting, you can see there's little, looks like little dusting in their eyes. So I like to clean them. He has a little bit of matte finish. He's not as ethnic looking as this little guy. And I was thinking last night I should name him Alejandro after I got done the video. Oh, there we go. If I put it up. Oops. Sorry, I am adjusting the tripod here. And the other one is loose underneath. And I can't tighten it unless I take the phone off, so I don't want to do that. So I think you have a better view that way. But he is so cute. He just has like this little baby look. I put this little hat on him. Has little ears. And he too will take a pacifier. And just putting a pacifier on a baby can really change their look. So, let's see. And he has a little scratch right here. And let's look at his details. Why are your arms flapping backwards, buddy? You look like a little tough guy. So here's one hand is closed and this one is open. Oops, sorry. You can stick your finger in his hand. And here's his little tootsies. So we are going to show you his hair. Foof. So he has less hair, and you can really see that it's less with the flash on. So because he has less, I should be spraying the brush. I just gave you guys that tip, and now I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm going to spray the brush. See, even just spraying the brush, it's quite a bit for when you have thinner hair. I mean, his hair isn't too thin, it's just baby. And then in the back, it seems a little bit thicker. But you can see his scalp, but if you get really close without the flash, you can see it's not like a sparse. It's just because the light on the flash of the cam of the cell phone is so bright. Yes, and he's the make by Grunden Ledger. So, like I told you, the little dippity-doo I did in the back of little guy's hair there. This one I liked. You can do it, almost give them a full little curly mohawk, and then just comb over the very front. So he has like a little baby curl. I don't like how it's making him look bald because he's not. It's very the shadow. But I like having, or if you change your mind on that and you just want the little spit curl. But to make it look fuller, if you take a toothbrush and you do littler circular strokes, just like you can do the little spit circle back here. I call it the spit circle, but you know what I mean. Little stork bite circle, or whatever you want to call it. Stork bites, no, the red mark on the back of your neck. Alright, so I'm going to put them together so you can see what they look like together. Now, if he was to wear this pacifier, even the change of a pacifier can change, oops, oh my goodness, change a baby. And you can see their tones, they're totally different. So I was thinking about naming this little guy Alejandro, and he still doesn't have a name. That's pretty bad. But I had him in this hat, but I was going to put him in a different outfit. But I love these little hats I got before that have a little flap on the side and tie underneath. They remind me of vintage hats. I was going to change him. I picked out this dark blue hat because I was thinking about changing him into this. But then I realized, oops, it is a 3 months. It's a little short all with the t-shirt. It would work on him. It just might look a little big. So I have another little guy that I have to change yet. So I'm going to do him instead. But now you can see why, you know, I mean, together they look different. But once you have enough babies, sometimes they might look similar. Or you mix up the sculpts names. So I said I need to take photos of them and write down underneath the sculpt, the artists, all that. And I've been trying to do a memory book like that and have their photos and what I chose to name them and all that. So here they are. And he's just going to keep his elephant outfit on for tonight. He needs to put on some little sockies. And this one also, I love these because this kind can unsnap. It comes with extra the little bib and everything, but this is the type that can unsnap and snap into, make it into a nightgown sack. And it also has the flip over hand covers where you can flip it over their hand. So I really like these layette sets. I have maybe 5 or 6. I think I even have the girl one of this elephant set. But I love these romper types. And they come with the little socks, hat, the bib, and the little romper. But the way it can change snapping, it can turn into a night sack. So it's really cool. Even if you had a live baby, that you could use it this way as a day outfit and then just change it, you know, the snapping into a night sack. So like, say you had him in that night sack to go to sleep and you had to go somewhere, and you could change it into this so you could buckle the car seat and, you know, change the snapping. So it's just convenient. You can wear it different ways. So there they are. Your passy is crooked, buddy. So thank you very much. Let me know if you have some name suggestions, if you think Alejandro is cute. And this little guy needs a name. And as usual, we do have giveaways going on, so go on and enter into those. And as usual, I would say, well, like, comment, and subscribe, and Dolly hugs.